11. Matapitu Pathana, often translated as support of mother and father or care for parents, is a fundamental ethical principle found in various spiritual and cultural traditions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and many others. It emphasizes the importance of showing reverence, gratitude, and practical support to one's parents or caregivers, recognizing their role in one's upbringing and well-being. Matapitu Pathana reflects the concept of filial piety, which is deeply ingrained in many cultures worldwide. It entails honoring and respecting one's parents as a moral obligation and a sign of gratitude for their sacrifices, love, and nurturing throughout one's life. Filial piety is considered a virtuous practice that fosters familial harmony, continuity of lineage, and social cohesion. Matapitu Pathana involves providing practical support and care for one's parents as they age or face challenges in life. This may include assisting with daily tasks, ensuring their physical comfort and well-being, and addressing their emotional and psychological needs. Providing financial support, healthcare assistance, and companionship are also important aspects of fulfilling one's duty towards parents. Beyond practical support, Matapitu Pathana emphasizes maintaining a strong emotional connection with one's parents. This involves expressing love, appreciation, and affection towards them through words and actions, fostering a sense of emotional intimacy and mutual respect. Cultivating open communication and spending quality time together helps strengthen the parent-child bond and enhance familial relationships. Matapitu Pathana encourages cultivating an attitude of gratitude and reverence towards one's parents, recognizing their role in shaping one's life and character. Expressing gratitude for their love, guidance, and sacrifices fosters a sense of humility and appreciation for the blessings of familial support. Reverence towards parents is considered a form of spiritual practice that nurtures virtues such as humility, compassion, and humility. In many religious and cultural traditions, Matapitu Pathana is considered a sacred duty and a moral imperative. It is often associated with spiritual merit and is believed to bring blessings and auspiciousness to those who honor their parents with sincerity and devotion. In Buddhism, for example, caring for one's parents is regarded as one of the highest forms of meritorious conduct, leading to happiness and well-being in this life and the next. Overall, Matapitu Pathana embodies the principle of reciprocal love and gratitude within the family unit, promoting harmony, compassion, and mutual support. By honoring and caring for one's parents with sincerity and devotion, individuals not only fulfill a moral obligation, but also cultivate virtues that contribute to their own well-being and spiritual growth. 12. Pudusangha, which translates to cherishing of children or care for offspring, is a concept deeply rooted in various cultural and ethical traditions, emphasizing the importance of nurturing, protecting, and supporting the well-being and development of children. Pudusangha reflects the natural instinct and moral duty of parents to love, care for, and provide for their children. It encompasses the emotional bond between parents and children, characterized by affection, devotion, and selflessness. Parental love motivates caregivers to prioritize the needs and welfare of their children, ensuring their physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. Pudusangha involves creating a nurturing environment that supports children's growth, learning, and development. This includes providing a safe and secure home, nutritious food, access to education, healthcare, and opportunities for play, exploration, and social interaction. A nurturing environment fosters a sense of belonging, self-esteem, and resilience in children, enabling them to thrive and reach their full potential. Pudusangha encompasses providing emotional support and guidance to children as they navigate the challenges and milestones of life. This involves offering encouragement, validation, and understanding, as well as teaching values, ethics, and life skills that promote personal growth and character development. Emotional support from parents helps children build confidence, cope with adversity, and cultivate healthy relationships with others. Puttasangaha includes advocating for the rights and well-being of children and protecting them from harm, exploitation, and neglect. Parents play a crucial role in safeguarding children's rights to safety, education, healthcare, and opportunities for growth and development. They advocate for policies and practices that promote children's welfare and address issues such as child abuse, poverty, and discrimination. Puttasangaha is regarded as a sacred duty and a moral imperative in many cultural and ethical traditions. It is often associated with religious teachings and ethical principles that emphasize the sanctity of family, the importance of intergenerational bonds, and the moral responsibility of parents to raise virtuous and compassionate individuals. Cherishing children is seen as a source of spiritual merit and a means of perpetuating goodness and harmony within society. Overall, Puttasangaha underscores the profound significance of cherishing and nurturing children as the future stewards of society. By prioritizing the well-being and development of children, parents and caregivers contribute to building a compassionate, resilient, and thriving community for generations to come. 13. Darasangaha, which translates to cherishing of wife or care for spouse, is a concept that underscores the importance of nurturing, supporting, and honoring one's spouse in a marital relationship, rooted in various cultural, religious, and ethical traditions. Darasangaha emphasizes the mutual love, respect, and commitment between partners and the cultivation of a harmonious and fulfilling marital bond. Darasangaha entails recognizing and honoring the inherent dignity, worth, and autonomy of one's spouse. It emphasizes the importance of treating each other with respect, fairness, and equality, valuing each other's perspectives, aspiration, and contributions within the relationship. Mutual respect forms the foundation of a healthy and harmonious marital bond, fostering trust, communication, and emotional intimacy. Darasangaha involves providing emotional support, companionship, and understanding to one's spouse through the highs and lows of life. This includes being empathetic, attentive, and responsive to each other's needs, feelings, and concerns, and offering comfort, encouragement, and validation in times of distress or difficulty. Cultivating emotional connection and intimacy strengthens the marital bond and fosters a sense of belonging and security within the relationship. Darasangaha encompasses sharing responsibilities and making decisions collaboratively within the marital partnership. This involves working together as a team to manage household duties, financial matters, childcare, and other aspects of daily life. By sharing the burdens and joys of life, couples deepen their sense of interdependence, cooperation, and mutual support, strengthening the foundation of their relationship. Darasangaha includes expressing love, affection, and romance towards one's spouse to nurture intimacy and passion in the relationship. This may involve gestures of affection such as hugs, kisses, and words of endearment, as well as acts of kindness, thoughtfulness, and appreciation. Cultivating romance and intimacy keeps the spark alive in the marital relationship, fostering a sense of closeness, connection, and excitement between partners. Darasangaha is often regarded as a sacred duty and a moral imperative in many cultural, religious, and ethical traditions. It is associated with religious teachings and ethical principles that emphasize the sanctity of marriage, the importance of fidelity, and the moral responsibility of spouses to honor and cherish each other. Cherishing one's spouse is seen as a source of spiritual merit and a means of fostering harmony, happiness, and well-being within the family and society. Overall, Dharasangha reflects the profound commitment and devotion between spouses in a marital relationship. By cherishing, supporting, and honoring each other, couples cultivate a loving, resilient, and fulfilling partnership that enriches their lives and contributes to the greater good of their families and communities. 14. Anukula Kammanta, which translates to a livelihood free from complications, or a simple and ethical livelihood, is a concept found in Buddhist teachings that emphasizes the importance of engaging in work or livelihood that is honest, ethical, and conducive to spiritual well-being. Anukula Kammanta involves earning a livelihood through honest and ethical means, without resorting to deception, exploitation, or harm to others. This entails conducting business and work activities with integrity, transparency, and fairness, and adhering to moral principles such as honesty, trustworthiness, and accountability. By upholding honesty and integrity in one's livelihood, individuals maintain their dignity, self-respect, and moral integrity. Anukula Kammanta involves earning a livelihood through honest and ethical means, without resorting to deception, exploitation, or harm to others. This entails conducting business and work activities with integrity, transparency, and fairness, and adhering to moral principles such as honesty, trustworthiness, and accountability. By upholding honesty and integrity in one's livelihood, individuals maintain their dignity, self-respect, and moral integrity. Anukula Kammanta encourages living a simple and frugal lifestyle, free from excessive materialism, consumerism, and unnecessary complexity. It involves cultivating contentment with one's basic needs and avoiding the pursuit of wealth, status, or possessions at the expense of ethical principles and inner peace. By embracing simplicity, individuals reduce stress, cultivate inner tranquility, and prioritize spiritual values over material gain. In Buddhist teachings, Anukula Kammanta is part of the Eightfold Path, which is a fundamental framework for ethical living and spiritual development. Right livelihood Samarajiva is one of the factors of the Eightfold Path and emphasizes the importance of earning a livelihood that is free from harm, exploitation, and unethical conduct. Right livelihood encompasses occupations that contribute to the welfare and well-being of oneself and others, such as agriculture, crafts, trade, education, healthcare, and environmental conservation. Anukula Kammanta aligns with principles of sustainability and social responsibility, promoting practices that support environmental conservation, social justice, and community welfare. Individuals engaged in an ethical livelihood strive to minimize their ecological footprint, reduce waste and pollution, and contribute to the welfare of local communities and marginalized populations. By prioritizing sustainability and social responsibility, individuals create positive impact and contribute to the well-being of present and future generations. Anukula Kammanta is not only about external actions, but also about inner transformation and spiritual growth. By engaging in work that is aligned with ethical principles and conducive to spiritual well-being, individuals cultivate virtues such as mindfulness, compassion, generosity, and gratitude. An ethical livelihood becomes a means of spiritual practice, leading to inner fulfillment, peace of mind, and harmony with oneself and the world. Overall, Anukulika represents a holistic approach to livelihood that prioritizes ethical conduct, simplicity, sustainability, and spiritual well-being. By earning a livelihood free from complications and aligned with ethical principles, individuals contribute to their own happiness and the welfare of society, fostering a more just, compassionate, and sustainable world. 15. Dana, which translates to charity, liberality, or generosity, is a foundational concept in various spiritual and ethical traditions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism. It encompasses the practice of giving freely and selflessly, without expecting anything in return, as a means of cultivating virtues such as compassion, kindness, and generosity. Dana involves giving without attachment or expectation of personal gain, motivated by a genuine desire to alleviate suffering, promote well-being, and support the welfare of others. It rises from a sense of compassion, empathy, and interconnectedness with all beings, recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. Selfless giving fosters a spirit of generosity, open-heartedness, and inclusivity, transcending barriers of self-interest and ego. Dana encompasses various forms of giving, including material gifts, time, resources, skills, and knowledge. Material gifts may include donations of money, food, clothing, shelter, or other necessities to those in need. Giving of one's time and energy through volunteering, service, or acts of kindness is equally valued. Sharing one's expertise, wisdom, or teachings with others also constitutes a form of dana, to the welfare and growth of individuals and communities. Dana is regarded as a virtuous practice that yields numerous benefits for both the giver and the recipient. For the giver, dana generates positive karma merit and cultivates qualities such as generosity, humility, and gratitude. It promotes a sense of abundance, satisfaction, and inner fulfillment, transcending the narrow confines of self-centeredness and ego. For the recipient, dana provides immediate relief from suffering, nourishment, and support, fostering a sense of dignity, hope, and belonging. Dana is considered one of the foundational virtues in spiritual development, alongside ethical conduct, sila, and mental cultivation. Bhavana. It forms the basis of a wholesome and compassionate way of life, guiding individuals towards greater moral integrity, spiritual growth, and liberation from selfishness and craving. Through the practice of dana, individuals purify their hearts, expand their capacity for love and compassion, and awaken to the interconnectedness of all beings. Dana holds deep cultural and religious significance in many traditions worldwide. In Buddhism, for example, it is one of the paramitas perfections, practiced by bodhisattvas on the path to enlightenment. The act of giving is considered a fundamental expression of Buddhist ethics and a means of accumulating merit for spiritual progress. Similarly, in Hinduism, the practice of dana is upheld as a sacred duty dharma and a means of attaining spiritual merit punya and auspiciousness karma. Overall, dana embodies the principle of selfless giving as a path to personal and collective well-being, spiritual growth, and social harmony. By cultivating a generous heart and practicing dana in all its forms, individuals contribute to a more compassionate, equitable, and interconnected world, where the welfare of all beings is valued and supported. 16. Dhamacharya, which translates to righteous conduct or living in accordance with the Dharma, is a central concept in Buddhist teachings that emphasizes the importance of ethical behavior, moral integrity, and virtuous conduct in leading a wholesome and meaningful life. Dhamacharya involves living in accordance with the principles and teachings of the Dharma, the cosmic law or universal truth expounded by the Buddha. It encompasses aligning one's thoughts, speech, and actions with the ethical precepts, sila, and spiritual values prescribed by the Dharma, such as compassion, generosity, integrity, and wisdom. By embodying the Dharma in one's daily life, individuals cultivate inner harmony, peace, and spiritual well-being. Dhammacarya places a strong emphasis on ethical conduct as the foundation of spiritual practice and personal development. It involves observing moral precepts and guidelines that promote harmlessness, ahimsa, honesty, integrity, and respect for all beings. Ethical conduct serves as a framework for harmonious interpersonal relationships, social harmony, and the cultivation of virtuous qualities that lead to happiness and liberation from suffering. Dhammacarya entails purifying the mind and heart from defilements such as greed, hatred, and delusion, which are seen as obstacles to spiritual growth and liberation. Through ethical conduct, meditation, and mindfulness practices, individuals cultivate purity of mind, clarity of awareness, and freedom from negative mental states. Purification of the mind is essential for attaining deep insight, vipassana, into the nature of reality, and achieving liberation from the cycle of birth and death samsara. Dhammacarya emphasizes the importance of integrity and consistency in one's conduct and character. It involves aligning one's words and actions with one's ethical principles and spiritual aspiration, both in public and in private. Consistency in practice fosters trust, authenticity, and credibility in one's spiritual journey, enabling individuals to progress steadily towards higher states of awakening and enlightenment. Dhammacarya extends beyond personal moral conduct to include compassionate service and altruistic action for the welfare of others. It involves using one's skills, resources, and opportunities to alleviate suffering, promote justice, and contribute to the welfare of society. Acts of kindness, generosity, and social engagement are integral aspects of righteous conduct, reflecting the Bodhisattva ideal of dedicating one's life to the benefit and liberation of all beings. Overall, Dhammacarya embodies the aspiration to live a life of integrity, virtue, and compassion in alignment with the principles of the Dharma. By cultivating righteous conduct, individuals contribute to their own spiritual growth and the well-being of others, fostering a more compassionate, just, and harmonious world, grounded in the timeless wisdom of the Buddha's teachings. 17. Yotaka Sangha, which translates to rendering aid to relations or supporting family members, is a concept that emphasizes the importance of providing assistance, care, and support to one's relatives, especially in times of need or adversity. Rooted in ethical principles and familial duties, Yotaka Sangha underscores the significance of familial bonds and the moral obligation to help and protect one's kin. Yotaka Sangha reflects the moral duty and responsibility individuals have towards their family members, including parents, siblings, children, and extended relatives. It acknowledges the interconnectedness of family relationships and the importance of mutual support and solidarity within the family unit. By fulfilling one's familial duties, individuals contribute to the welfare and cohesion of the family and uphold cherished values of love, care, and compassion. Yotaka Sangha involves providing both material and emotional support to family members in need. This may include offering financial assistance, shelter, food, and other necessities to relatives facing hardship or adversity. Additionally, Yotaka Sangha entails offering emotional comfort, encouragement, and empathy to family members experiencing difficulties, such as illness, loss, or emotional distress. By extending support in both practical and emotional realms, individuals strengthen familial bonds and promote well-being within the family. Yataka Songaha may also involve intervening in family crises and conflicts to promote reconciliation, understanding, and resolution. This may entail mediating disputes, facilitating communication, and fostering forgiveness and reconciliation among family members. By addressing conflicts and tensions within the family in a constructive and compassionate manner, individuals help restore harmony and unity within the family unit. Yataka Songaha holds deep cultural and religious significance in many societies, where familial ties are considered sacred and central to social identity and cohesion. In many religious traditions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and Christianity, the support and care of family members are regarded as moral imperatives and acts of piety. Upholding Yataka Songaha is seen as a means of accumulating merit, fostering virtue, and cultivating compassion towards all beings. Yataka Songaha acknowledges the interdependent nature of human relationships and the principle of reciprocal support within the family. Just as individuals receive support and care from their family members, they are also expected to reciprocate by offering assistance, respect, and gratitude in return. This mutual exchange of support strengthens familial bonds and creates a sense of belonging, security, and trust within the family. Overall, Yataka Songaha embodies the principle of caring for and supporting one's relatives with compassion, generosity, and dedication. By honoring familial duties and upholding the values of love, care, and solidarity, individuals contribute to the well-being and harmony of their families and uphold cherished traditions of mutual support and reciprocity across generations. 18. Anavachakama, which translates to blameless actions or unexceptionable activities, refers to the practice of engaging in actions that are morally upright, ethically sound, and free from blame or fault. Rooted in Buddhist teachings, Anavachakama emphasizes the importance of cultivating wholesome conduct, speech, and intentions that lead to positive outcomes and contribute to personal well-being and the welfare of others. Anavachakama embodies the principle of moral purity and integrity, guiding individuals to refrain from actions that cause harm, suffering, or injustice to oneself or others. It involves adhering to ethical precepts, such as non-violence ahimsa, honesty, integrity, and respect for life, property, and dignity. By cultivating moral purity, individuals uphold their integrity, self-respect, and ethical integrity, fostering harmony and trust within society. Anavachakama emphasizes the importance of ethical conduct as the foundation of a virtuous and meaningful life. It involves observing moral precepts and guidelines that promote kindness, compassion, and wisdom in one's thoughts, speech, and actions. Ethical conduct serves as a framework for a harmonious interpersonal relationships, social cohesion, and the cultivation of virtuous qualities that lead to happiness and spiritual growth. Anavachakama encompasses engaging in activities that are beneficial, constructive, and conducive to the welfare and happiness of oneself and others. This may include acts of generosity, kindness, and compassion towards others, as well as endeavors that promote social justice, environmental sustainability, and the common good. Beneficial activities contribute to the alleviation of suffering, the promotion of well-being, and the cultivation of positive qualities, such as empathy, altruism, and resilience. Anavachakama is not only about external actions, but also about inner transformation and spiritual development. It involves purifying the mind and heart from defilements, such as greed, hatred, and ignorance, which are the root causes of suffering and unhappiness. Through the practice of blameless actions, individuals cultivate virtues, such as mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. leading to greater inner peace, happiness, and liberation from suffering. In Buddhist teachings, Anavachakama is seen as a means of accumulating merit punya, or positive karma, through virtuous actions. Merit is believed to bring beneficial outcomes and auspiciousness to oneself and others, both in this life and in future existences. By engaging in blameless actions, individuals create positive karmic imprints that lead to wholesome consequences and support their spiritual progress towards enlightenment. Overall, Anavachakama represents a commitment to living a life of moral purity, ethical integrity, and compassionate action. By engaging in blameless actions and beneficial activities, individuals contribute to their own well-being and the welfare of others, fostering a more compassionate, just, and harmonious world, grounded in the principles of wisdom and compassion. 19. Papavirati, which translates to abstaining from evils or avoiding wrongdoing, is a fundamental principle in various spiritual and ethical traditions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism. It involves refraining from harmful thoughts, speech, and actions that cause suffering to oneself and others, and cultivating virtues that lead to personal well-being and spiritual growth. Papavirati involves cultivating virtues such as compassion, honesty, integrity, and self-discipline, which serve as antidotes to unwholesome tendencies and promote ethical conduct. Virtuous behavior arises from a genuine commitment to moral principles and the deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings. By cultivating virtue, individuals develop inner strength, resilience, and clarity of mind, enabling them to resist temptation and overcome negative habits and tendencies. Papavirati is supported by the practice of awareness sati and mindfulness sampajanya, which involve cultivating present moment awareness and discernment of one's thoughts, emotions, and actions. Mindfulness enables individuals to recognize unwholesome impulses and tendencies as they arise, allowing them to choose skillful responses that are in alignment with their ethical values and spiritual aspiration. By cultivating mindfulness, individuals develop greater self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and moral discernment, empowering them to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and integrity. Papavirati entails renouncing or abstaining from actions that are considered harmful, unwholesome, or unethical. This includes refraining from physical violence, verbal abuse, deceit, theft, sexual misconduct, and other forms of wrongdoing that cause harm to oneself and others. By abstaining from harmful actions, individuals avoid creating negative karmic consequences and cultivate conditions conducive to peace, happiness, and spiritual progress. Papavirati reflects a deep commitment to ethical conduct as a foundational aspect of spiritual practice and personal development. It involves upholding moral precepts, codes of conduct, or ethical guidelines that guide one's behavior and interactions with others. Ethical conduct serves as a compass for navigating the complexities of life, guiding individuals towards wholesome actions that promote well-being, harmony, and spiritual growth. Papavirati is not merely about avoiding wrongdoing, but also about cultivating the conditions for inner transformation and liberation from suffering. By abstaining from harmful actions and cultivating virtues, individuals purify their minds and hearts, freeing themselves from the cycle of craving, aversion, and ignorance that perpetuates suffering. Papavirati paves the way for spiritual awakening and liberation, moksha, leading to profound peace, happiness, and freedom from suffering. Overall, Papavirati embodies the principle of ethical restraint and moral integrity, guiding individuals towards a life of wisdom, compassion, and spiritual fulfillment. By abstaining from evils and cultivating virtues, Individuals contribute to their own well-being and the welfare of others, fostering a more compassionate, just, and harmonious world, grounded in the principles of ethical conduct and spiritual awakening. 20. My Japanese Nama, which translates to abstinence from intoxicants, is a principle found in various spiritual and ethical traditions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and others. It emphasizes refraining from the consumption of substances that cause intoxication or dull the mind, leading to impaired judgment, harmful behavior, and diminished awareness. My Japanese Nama underscores the importance of maintaining mental clarity, mindfulness, and awareness in daily life. Intoxicants such as alcohol, drugs, and other mind-altering substances have the potential to cloud the mind, distort perceptions, and disrupt cognitive functioning, leading to impaired decision-making and harmful consequences. By abstaining from intoxicants, individuals preserve their mental faculties, enhance their capacity for mindfulness and discernment, and cultivate a clear and alert mind conducive to spiritual practice and personal well-being. My Japanese Nama is rooted in ethical principles that promote harm reduction, non-harm ahimsa, and the welfare of oneself and others. Intoxicants can have deleterious effects on physical health, mental well-being, and social relationships, leading to addiction, dependency, and suffering for oneself and others. By abstaining from intoxicants, individuals protect themselves and others from the harmful consequences of substance abuse, promote health and well-being, and contribute to a safer and more compassionate society. My Japanese Nama is integral to spiritual practice and the cultivation of moral integrity sila. In various spiritual traditions, it is often included as one of the ethical precepts or guidelines observed by practitioners on the path to spiritual awakening and liberation. Abstaining from intoxicants supports the development of moral purity, ethical conduct, and spiritual progress. By removing obstacles to mindfulness, insight, and ethical discernment, by upholding the principle of abstinence from intoxicants, individuals deepen their commitment to ethical living and spiritual growth, aligning their actions with their highest aspiration and values. My Japanese Nama has broader implications for social responsibility and the well-being of communities and societies. Substance abuse and addiction have significant social and economic costs, including increased healthcare expenses, crime rates, and societal dysfunction. By promoting abstinence from intoxicants, individuals contribute to the prevention of substance abuse and addiction, support recovery efforts, and create healthier and safer environments for themselves and future generations. Abstaining from intoxicants fosters social cohesion, resilience, and collective well-being, leading to greater harmony and flourishing within communities and societies. My Japanese Nama is not about deprivation or restriction, but about cultivating personal freedom, empowerment, and well-being. By choosing to abstain from intoxicants, individuals reclaim their autonomy and agency, freeing themselves from the grip of addiction, craving, and dependency. Abstinence allows individuals to live authentically, pursue their goals and aspiration, and cultivate deeper connections with themselves and others, based on clarity, mindfulness, and compassion. Overall, My Japanese Nama embodies the principle of abstinence from intoxicants as a pathway to personal freedom, ethical integrity, and spiritual well-being. By refraining from substances that dull the mind and impair judgment, individuals cultivate mental clarity, ethical conduct, and social responsibility, contributing to their own happiness and the welfare of others.